this is actually a great video for me to do, so that's why I decided to record it. I'm actually not doing anything crazy, but it's a good detailed video on what you should do after you think you have any problems, right? So he brought it to me, customer brought it to me.
Look at Thursday, ain't even Thursday, I'm rocking her mix.
The customer brought it to me and he wants to figure out why it's not driving as fast as it should, right? And why it's cutting off randomly. So I immediately knew that he had low oil, was the reason why it wasn't driving the way he said it was. Like on the transmission, it wasn't gearing out right. So I knew it was low oil, right? So I told him, I said, yo, I know it was low oil. He's like, okay, check it for me and check everything else. Today, he told me that the battery light came on. Every time the battery light comes on, it means the alternator. So to rule that out, what we do is we have the car on and we take off one connection. Take off one connection and the car is still running, which it is. Means the alternator is running the show right now and not the battery. So as I put it back on, more than likely this battery is not that good, and that's why it's not turning on sometimes for him, but also because it's low on oil. So I'm thinking that's really the problem. Anyways, check the transmission. Transmission is actually right here, and it's low. It's nothing on the dipstick. So and then the engine oil is black as hell. So we already know that both oils are kind of in need of maintenance. So that's going to be our first step. Then I check the air filter, and as you can see, it's disgusting. So that also needs to be changed. So that's the first thing we got to do. And I just wanted to explain that. I just wanted to explain that part of it all, because that right there could save you a lot of trouble. We might do the oil change, add the fluid, and change this air filter, and his problem might go away. We don't know exactly what it is. I don't see any actual leak anywhere. I'm gonna have to pick up the car, but that's the first step that you guys got to do. So, and even I checked all his fluids. All his fluids is pretty much low. So, the car hasn't been maintenance in a while, and that's just how it is. So, let's get to it. Obviously, get yourself a reader, right? Here's an engine code that I saw already. You gotta just find it. Boom! Look, found it. Guys, you know about finding it, guys. gotta make sure it connects so you can see it. And this one's kind of messed up there. Every time I push, you see that everything that moves. Right, it's connected. So we're good. And what we do now is we just turn the car on, but not the engine. And we read. Now again, a lot of people know this. I'm just explaining it for people that don't. And we're gonna read what this tells us, and then we're gonna clear those codes. So I can go a little fast. We're just pressing OK. So look, oof, that's also bad. Camshaft positioning sensor, mass airflow performance. Yep, so that's the air filter I was telling you about. Mass air. Yeah. And then camshaft bank 1. All right, so it's the same thing as over and over. So that camshaft problem is bad. A single sensor, it could just be the sensor, but it could also be his timing. But again, this is a 4-cylinder, so it's probably just the sensor is bad, or actually got ripped. I saw rat droppings in here, so we're gonna clear it. What you do is you clear the codes, guys. Get rid of the check engine light. That doesn't mean the problem is solved. And now we're gonna turn it back on. And if we get an automatic check engine light, that means it's a hard code. So we don't have one. So it could be also that it's just bad oil. Could have been something along those lines. But we won't really know until we drive it also. So it's a process. It's just steps to do this. So you take it one step at a time, and then you try to diagnose the car. So again, we already know that the air filter was bad, so that's definitely something they're gonna change. That's one code, and then the other code is camshaft position 1, sensor 1. And look, the master mechanic is coming out. Yeah, he just want to see, but everything is good though. I was gonna tell the customer everything he had to buy, and then we get this job. To wrap this video up, because Grandpa's going upstairs, but so right now he needs to check all his fluids, fill up all his fluids, do an oil change, get an air filter. He needs a transmission dipstick, and more than likely transmission oil. Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much what we're gonna start with. I'm pretty sure the car's gonna run great after that. So that's the next goal, to get that done.